Hi guys, it's Walter, and I'm doing another video in my favorite zombie survival game, Unturned. Let me turn the sound down a bit so you can at least hear me a bit. Just down a bit, there we go. But, gotta check something. Alright, wanted to make sure I wasn't muting myself. But, you know, I'm in Unturned. It's my favorite zombie survival game. I mean, if you want zombies that sit there and just stand still, which I hope they fix, you know, when they're moving 3.0, that they actually give these zombies a little bit more movement than just standing there and waiting for me to put an arrow in the back of their head. Basically, I would say this is sort of a review, because if I review DayZ, I'd probably get angry at a game that, you know, I just think is bullshit. It comes down to, well, DayZ's not a very, very, very polished game. And I'm not talking about the mod DayZ, I'm actually talking about the standalone, you know, the version, you know, the official version that should play like a game, but more plays like torture, so you don't want to pick it up and play it, because they're lazy and don't feel like, you know, just because people put money into you and they really need to fix their fucking game. You know, new weapons, that's a nice thing, but how about you fix your game? I mean, how would I prefer a game like DayZ? I'll admit, it's a big world. I respect that. The idea that, you know, your enemy isn't just the zombie, that it is, you know, players. Players can be a bigger enemy than the zombies. That's an interesting concept, but DayZ itself doesn't do well with that concept because they, well, I'd pretty much just say they kind of butchered, you know, the idea that DayZ is, you know, this, DayZ has to be, you know, this epically big thing, has to have, you know, they didn't start small, because, you know, if I'm going to make a survival game, I'd probably make it the way Unturned is. Unturned might not look pretty. I mean, it's not. I mean, when you look at it, it's very simple. Graphic-wise, it's simple. Everything's simple, but it's what makes the game good, in my opinion. Now, if you don't like Unturned, fine. That's your choice. I can't change your view. If you think DayZ's a better game than Unturned, that's your choice. I'm not going to tell you what you should like. I'm just going to tell you what my problems are with the game. DayZ, while playing a significantly better version of that concept. Now, the one thing that makes this game better, you know, is the fact that I'm alone. You know, there's no other people playing with me, because this is, you know, just private, and I can play by myself. And that's actually a huge bonus, because then I get to know the world. I get to know where everything is. I get to know which weapons are more effective. That's why I'm using a bow, because I know the weapon is silent. I have a laser on it and a scope, so I know that's my best option. This, you know, is going to be my better option. Of course, we got our cars, and you can make, you know, a house, which I'll go up there and show you it. Let's go for a drive. You know, the map is not that big. It's pretty small. I think I have a map on here. Maybe. Probably not. It's probably one of my chests. I think I need to do. Let me kill that zombie, because I think he's probably going to end. You know, it pretty much has the same similar system. You have to eat. You have to drink, so the system itself is still the same. You know, pretty much as DayZ. You have to eat, you have to, you know, you don't have to sleep, you have to eat and drink. That's pretty much what you need to do. You gotta watch what you eat. It's some, you know, you have to cook, you know, things so you don't get sick. This is, you know, a shelter I'm building. I'm actually building this with my friend Matt. We're building this so we can, pretty much just have our own base. We just want something. Because me and Matt, we play DayZ a lot. together, and that's the only way I would actually play DayZ. He actually bought me DayZ, the standalone version. I didn't buy it. So you can't really be coming up and telling me it's my fault for buying the game, that it's broken. You know, that I bought a broken game that I knew was broken. I mean, I knew it had problems from day one, but I decided that I'd play it just because he, you know, played it. He wanted me to play it, so I played it with him. And I legitimately, I'll admit, I had fun when I was playing with him, but there's some things that are a major problem with DayZ. And that problem comes down to, well, did that zombie just break into the back? Sorry, there's a zombie breaking my shit. I don't like that. I whacked him, and I think he broke the ladder. Oh well, the ladder's still there, so that's good. He broke something. He might have broken a torch. But the problem with DayZ comes down to what I feel that's really wrong about the DayZ in general. First off, it's very hard to get into. Unturned is actually very easy to get into. You can load up a server by yourself, or load up basically a game. You're not even connected to the internet. So you can basically sit in your own world, get to know the game, get to know its controls. This is locked because of it's Matt's, container, so I can't go through his stuff. But if I destroyed it, I could, but I'm not going to do that. Now, there is a military base, and I'm trying to find a map, which, there it is. It's a PE. You're not using words, map. It's on the ground because I have so much in my info. Played this recently, and just thought I'd run around for old times. But that's your map. When compared to how big, I just landed on my spike strips. Good job, me. Compared to how big, the other maps are in other games, I am bleeding all over my floor. Sorry if I'm taking a break so I can actually fix the bleeding problem I'm having. I am bleeding all over my floor. Pick the gun up. Drop the gun. Put the map away. I just grabbed the wrong thing because I'm an idiot. Drop that. Grab that. Yes, I have to go and equip it because I'm gonna die. Now. Thank you. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Home. Back up here. One thing, you can set your spawn, so that's nice. See if you can see where I bled everywhere. It's my naked body. Thank you. Give me all my stuff back. Oh god, there's so many arrows on my floor. Did I pick up my backpack? Yeah, I picked up my backpack. Yeah, it's one of the things you gotta do. What happens when you die? All your stuff spreads out. It's a downside of the game, when your stuff spreads out. He didn't put on his backpack, it's in one. Put your backpack on. Pick up all your junk that you left all over the floor. Because you're an idiot and just didn't rush to get the med. Usually I keep bandages on me, but I took them out and get on my chest. But while I'm collecting my stuff, I'm back to the DayZ discussion. If DayZ was on, I play the mod for Arma 2, and I play a specialized version, the Epoch mod for the DayZ mod. That actually makes the game a little bit more, let's say makes it a little bit more nicer. Because DayZ, in all honesty, isn't a nice game. DayZ will fuck you up if you're not careful. Because that's just what DayZ does. I mean, DayZ's not is a very realistic game, and that pretty much can basically alienate those who really love your series. And I loved DayZ for about 6 seconds until I realized this game was not going to be nice. And that's not a major problem, actually. That's actually a nice thing when games don't treat you nice. But DayZ doesn't give you any learning. It doesn't allow you to learn. And if you count it killing you over and over again, well, there's an option to learn there, but it's not a very good option. Like, I'm not going to say pick up DayZ because it's realistic. I'm going to say if you're going to pick up DayZ, you best know that it's not going to be the game. I mean, so many other players who play DayZ, very little have I found players that are not just going to kill you for no reason. And that's the main problem that's with DayZ. It sometimes comes down to the community. And it comes down to that some people don't really, you know, you get bandits and me and Matt have played and we've gotten killed, you know, by people, but some of the times we got killed, we can forgive them. Like, we've gotten killed on military bases, you know, when we were wandering, and, you know, of course there's going to be a fight over at the military base. We got killed there. I can't blame anybody. It's like, you're going to fight for survival. But when you have nothing and you legitimately know that person has nothing, you just walk up and end them, that's a problem. I mean, in all honesty, there could probably be a little less, you know, people killing you for no reason, and, you know, a little more cooperation from the community. And there's a server that's pretty damn good that I played. It was the Tempest server, and it was a PvE server. It was basically everyone versus, you know, the environment, which is what I kind of prefer in my zombie apocalypse stories. I don't want to play in a world where I have to fight the person next to me. Well, that is realistic when you think about it. In the zombie apocalypse, you're probably going to fight the person next to you. And I can accept that as, you know, actually, these can, you know, I can accept that. That's going to happen. You're going to fight the person next to you. But does it have to be, you know, walk up blasting the head for no reason? I think it doesn't need to be that way, and that's pretty much what you get from DayZ. You have legitimately people just walk up and shoot you in the head for no reason. And I laughed at some of the DayZ stories about, you know, bandits, you know, attacking people and, you know, doing pretty hilarious things, you know, making them do stupid stuff. That, to me, that's pretty damn funny. I wish more of that stuff happened to me when I played, so I wouldn't, you know, feel like this game was kicking me in the balls repeatedly and, you know, basically shitting on what I think could be an interesting game if they, you know, didn't, you know, make it feel like a kick in the balls. And that's pretty much what it does. And, you know, and it's not everyone's fault in the community. Everyone will play a different way, and you can't really stop them from playing, you know, like they, you know, are hunting, you know, they're doing the thing. And while it sucks that no matter what you do, you're gonna have to watch over your shoulder because, you know, you play, you know, that way with so many people that it just drives you insane. Because I played it to a point where me and Matt just gotten pissed and said, "You know what? Fuck it. Anyone we come across, we're gonna shoot the first person we come across." Because you get killed over and over again, and it pisses you off. I just punched my box. And it will drive you nuts. I'm not lying. It will drive you nuts. It's not a very nice game when it comes to your sanity. It will always try and get under your skin. And it mainly comes down to the players. The players will always try to get under your skin. But that's just the way players will play. And you know what? You can't hate on them for playing the way they want. They play the way they want. I play the way I want. Will I shoot everyone on sight? No. And I mean, it's not. This game has multiplayer. It has DayZ-like multiplayer where you're surviving by yourself. You can have. I think it's 20 people to a server. It's not as big as DayZ, but you can have, you know, some people to a server and, you know, do your thing. However, on this, I've run into that case where people are still dicks. And I guess that comes to, you know, from, you know, just basically the general, you know, people, some people just want to play a game and just kill somebody for no reason. And that's to all his own, but this does have PvE, so you don't have to, if you don't want to play in a PvP server, don't play in a PvP server. He's a zombie. And I just keep attacking the car. Love this sound. That classic whoosh sound is my favorite. Filling up the car. And you get unlimited gas. And if you want, if DayZ gets better, which I hope DayZ doesn't get worse. I mean, my friend had me, I jumped back into DayZ after my friend told me they fixed, you know, the hitbox problem. Came in and the hitbox problem was still a problem. So he lied. I'd probably say like Arnold, but where I am, it's kind of, I think, 3 in the morning. I think, let me check something. Maybe a, you know, a clock, but let's check. Yeah, it's 3:15 in the morning where I am. And, you know, if I wanted, I would scream about it, but there's no point. I mean, I've screamed in the past about DayZ and how this game is superior to DayZ in every way. And it is. This game does everything that DayZ should be doing. And I mean, I think, you know, some people might find this to be an asshole thing to say, but if you are a developer to a game, and if your game comes out like shit, the last thing I want to hear from a developer is that they're going to go off and make, you know, more games. What I want to hear from them is I want to hear them go say, you know what, I'm going to stick by this and fix this game. And that's pretty much what it sounds like the DayZ dev's doing. He's pretty much just leaving. Why he's doing it? I don't know. What's his reasons? Who knows? But I don't think they're very, you know, good. I don't think I would want to, you know, I would do that. I mean, I probably would, because I'm not perfect. I just blew myself up. Ah! I know, I blew myself up. Oh! Did that blow my bed up? Huh. Well, I can find my way back home. But that's pretty much all I have to say about DayZ in a nutshell is they need to fix their game. Or else a game that looks so simple is always going to be better than it. And there's a lot of games that are doing survival a lot better than DayZ. DayZ can't get its own concept right. That's a problem. And I don't know whether or not it's just there's no accountability or quality control over there, but if DayZ wants to be the best game, you know, the most memorable zombie survival game, because it has a lot of potential. I mean, truthfully, it does. But it's not going to go anywhere with a shit dev team. Or maybe they're good. Maybe they just have a shitty leader who doesn't want to tell them that this is what we need to be focused on. Not we need to focus on A before we do B, and then we'll worry about C when we get to there. So far, they're doing things like they're adding weapons, cars, before they actually fix the core dynamic of the game. There needs to be a hitbox fixed. They need to depower their zombies. These zombies are ridiculous. And there's nothing against a running zombie. Running zombies are fine. But if your runner can, you know, catch up with, you know, if your runner can follow you to the ends of the earth, which is sometimes what they do. I mean, We've played games where we've had military zombies run halfway across the map to us. You know how annoying that is? Oh god. Hitting F for surrender. Ow, ow, ow. I got 10% health. Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked. Because I'm trying to find a melee weapon. I need something to beat a zombie with. Oh, hi. Respond. Eventually I'll find my way home. I know what town I'm located in. Your gear doesn't go away. Maybe I can steal that car. There's a lighthouse up there. It's supposed to have a creepypasta type thing over there. I've actually stayed out there waiting for it. Why? Because I'm that kind of person. Ow. Do you have any fuel? Nope. Just follow me. Let's see. Anything in here? Bullets. That's what I need. Bullets. I don't need bullets. I can beat him with a flashlight or a can. Or a bow. Oh well, time to walk. We'll just walk this way. Come on, guys. Me and the pain train are gonna walk in the street. But that's basically it. I'm Walter, and I gotta go find something to review. See you guys next time.